Developing right now, officers coming under fire while conducting an investigation at a home in southwest Miami-Dade.
Two of the officers were shot last night before the suspect was shot and killed. We have team coverage at noon on this police shooting.
We're going to start things off with Local 10 News reporter Syra Onward live at the scene with the very latest. Syra.
So, Christy, Janice, this all happened here last night in southwest Miami-Dade, and we have brand new information right now from a source close to this investigation. The subject who shot at these two officers and then was shot and killed in this incident, he is 52-year-old Christopher Bailey. So right now I can tell you this investigation is being led by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Really a close call for these two officers who were injured.
Officers down.
Two Miami-Dade police officers shot and injured last night while responding to a call of squatters in this home.
Our officers, while performing their duties and keeping our community safe, were met with gunfire.
Miami-Dade police say South District uniform patrol officers were responding to a home in southwest Miami-Dade just before 11 p.m. on Southwest 162nd Avenue. As the officers approach the front door, they're confronted by a man with a shotgun. He shoots at the officers, and at least one officer shoots back.
Two of the officers were injured. One officer was shot in the arm. The other officer was shot in the arm and in the face.
Other officers rushed the two to Jackson South. A third officer, a 40-year-old woman, was also taken to the hospital for a medical evaluation. The armed man also shot and pronounced dead on the scene.
I'm so thankful that I did not have to go and knock on the doors of the officers' family to tell them that their loved ones was not coming home today.
And early this morning, Miami-Dade police were back on the scene here. They actually had this street taped off, access to this home behind me where this scene unfolded. All of this was restricted, but in the last couple hours, they opened it back up. This is the closest we've been able to get to the scene, but I can tell you now this investigation, again, is being led by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. At our last update from police, they asked anyone with information, anyone who may have witnessed this incident, call them, let them know, or call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. Reporting live from southwest Miami-Dade, Syra Onward, Local 10 News.
Hope somebody makes that call indeed. Thank you so much, Syra. And now our team coverage turns to the hospital. That's where the officers are right now being treated.
And that's where we find Local 10 News reporter Annalise Garcia. Annalise.
Hey, Christy, Janice. So these two Miami-Dade police officers shot in the line of duty, but we now know they are okay. At last check, they were in stable condition. You heard the director say not too long ago that she's grateful she didn't have to deliver bad news to those families this morning.
They're doing what they do each and every day, keeping our community safe.
Mayor Daniela Levine Cava addressing a shooting involving two Miami-Dade police officers.
We are so grateful that these officers involved in this unfortunate incident are alive, they're well, they're stable.
We have learned the officers responded to a house with squatters inside. The subject shot at the officers with a shotgun, a close and scary call. One officer shot in the arm, the other in the arm and the face.
We owe them a great debt of gratitude, and we are all grateful that they came out of this one alive.
One of those officers hit 35 years old with the department for 7 years. The other 57 with the department for 15 years, both now in stable condition. Miami-Dade police tells us the officers were forced to fire back, and that subject is now dead.
It is by the grace of God that the officers are still alive.
Both officers were immediately transported to Jackson South, where they are now recovering.
So a very close call there. The director says she was able to speak to both officers earlier today and that they are in good spirits. So very good news there. We are live in southwest Miami-Dade. Annalise Garcia, Local 10 News.